Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, March 1st, and hopefully we can get through this with this cold, but the headlines: winter storm warnings are in effect for parts of southeast lower Michigan for much of the MAC and LAC areas. We have winter weather advisories for about 2 to 5, maybe even 3 to 6 inches of snow, but in the warning areas they could see up to around 5 to 10 inches of snow, and that would be for Oakland and Livingston counties. And if we look at the March is definitely coming in like a lion with all that snow. And again, any rain will quickly turn over to snow this morning. It'll be heavy at times, especially in the advisory and warning areas. And we'll have the sun will come up tomorrow, though, so much better day on tap tomorrow to clean up. You can see where the winter weather advisories are, the winter storm warnings, and roughly how much snow we expect in some of the areas. Temperatures this morning pretty uniform with the cloud cover and precipitation moving in, with temperatures mainly in the low to mid 30s, a little warmer down south where the front's still to go through. If we look at the normals for today, the normal high is 36, the normal low is 18. The record precipitation for today is 72 hundredths and 5 inches of snow. Both of those, while the snow is not likely in Breckenridge to be broken, it'll come close, but I think we have a good chance of breaking the precipitation record. And then yesterday we had a record high of 60 degrees and a low of 36, and no precipitation, but that'll be changing, and so will this snowfall number here as we go through the next 24 hours. You can see on the satellite how this system coming out of the northwest now dropping in, beginning to interact. It's beginning to phase now, as we see in the northern periphery of this area really beginning to expand. As that cold air comes in, it's going to really start to intensify that low, and we'll show you a slide that'll really depict where that low pressure system is quite nicely. On radar this morning, you can see the rain across the southern Great Lakes into the Ohio Valley, with snow off in Wisconsin. Again, as that continues to push into the area, we'll see these two really mix up pretty good, and I think we'll see snow really break out across much of central, south central, and southern lower Michigan here over the next 4 to 6 hours. And if we look at the weather map this morning, you can see the low pressure system over south central Illinois is expected to move just to the south of Toledo and Cleveland. And again, lots of moisture moving up over that front. Very heavy precipitation across the Tennessee and Ohio valleys. And you can see on the low level surface wind flow, you can definitely see where that low pressure system is. And again, that'll be moving off to the northeast. And you can see northeast to north winds will bring in that colder air. And we may actually get some lake enhancement from some of the open waters of Lake Huron across places like Bay, Midland, Saginaw, and Gratiot County that might add just a little bit of extra snowfall, maybe a half inch or more. But again, about 2 to 4 inches, I think, for much of the Saginaw Valley. And if we look at the snowfall forecast from the WPC, you can see, this is the rainfall. You can see where I talked about yesterday where the gradient from the heaviest precipitation would start to trend. In this area is where we thought the heaviest snow is, and that looks like that's where it's going to pan out. Again, across portions of southeast lower Michigan into southwest Ontario. As far as the WPC snowfall from the overnight run, I was hoping we'd have the morning run, but it didn't show up. Obviously, the heavier expected amounts will be across the southeast part, but all the way up to 3-4 inches even across much of mid-Michigan. And if we look at the next forecast, that'd be the NAM. That clearly shows that 0.6, the very heavy snowfall from around the Lansing, Charlotte area off to the east towards Ann Arbor, and again into the Oakland Hills area. Lots of snowfall, and that'll continue to push off to the east into southwest Ontario as well. And again, haven't changed my precipitation outlook for the 13 station average. Still thinking about 0.6 to 0.9 overall with the average, which would be the end number here. And then I think maybe 2 to 5 inches of snow is an average, but we really don't have a good way of indicating that. And again, the heaviest snowfall across southeast lower Michigan. The forecast today, again, locally heavy snowfall, more than 4 inches of snow expected again, especially across southeast lower Michigan. Temperatures holding steady in the mid-30s. They'll drop down into the 20s tonight, and we'll recover into the mid to upper 30s, maybe close to 40 over the weekend with plenty of sunshine. And we're looking at another interesting system that may bring us a mixed bag of precipitation as we get into next Tuesday into Wednesday, and that could also bring some accumulating snow on the back side of that. As far as weather watch this morning, you can see the winter weather advisories for much of the MAC and LAC areas, southern lower Michigan, and then the winter storm warnings across southeast lower Michigan over into New York. They're expecting a tremendous amount of snow there. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day and 73s to all.